Jeff Probst, previously, on Survivor. The Morgan tribe continued to struggle. It's very hard to not be able to sleep. It's very hard to freeze every night. Probst, at the first reward challenge, the tribes learned that a treasure was buried on each of their islands. You want to know what you're playing for? Yeah. Probst, first clue, piece of a map. That will lead you to your treasure chest. The winning tribe will also get to loot one item. One item from the other tribe's camp. Go. During the challenge, Skinny Ryan's struggle caused the Morgans to fall behind. Drake wins the reward. 1, 2, 3. Drake. Probst, Sandra was chosen by her tribe to loot the Morgan camp. I want that tarp. I got to do what I got to do, right? That whole tribe is a bunch of bleep. Probst, the Morgan tribe was devastated, and Asen contemplated quitting. Do I sleep out in the cold? Just until I get pneumonia? If you're gone, we got no hope. Probst, at the immunity challenge, the underdog Morgans took an early lead. Here we go. Probst, but in the end, Drake wins immunity. Having had enough, Asen wanted to be voted out. When it comes down to it, it's mental. I was personally upset and disappointed with Asen for quitting. Probst, but at tribal council, second member voted out of the Morgan tribe. The Morgans decided to keep Asen for his strength and voted Skinny Ryan out of the Pearl Islands. 14 are left. Who will be voted out tonight? We only have 6 tribe mates left. I keep looking around for, 2 more. It's kind of strange. Morale is low. We need a victory, any kind of victory. We need to stay in this, Lord. Help us strive. Give us strength. I'm praying to give us strength. Maybe I'm praying for something so personal. My husband, my troop, my new friend Ryan. Tribal council was difficult because I lost, it felt like my best friend in the tribe. And I did vote for Asen. After some conversation that, yeah, he quit. He's the one that didn't have the heart. So what I'm doing is I'm just staying in here. As long as I can. I'm just going to show that I'm worthy to stay here, maybe above, Dara. She's sitting underneath the shelter right now. You don't think Dara's strong in challenges? She's 102 pounds. I know, but no, I mean, in terms of endurance, stamina. No stronger than me. Fair enough. I'm just asking. Well, I do appreciate Asen understanding that I just couldn't vote Ryan out. But see, that's the other thing, he quit. He didn't quit. He said he was interested in quitting, and I think there's a big difference between quitting and pulling the trigger and actually quitting. You know, there was one point, that Asen threw in the towel and said that he wanted to leave. But my concern is that, from a physical standpoint, he's somewhat anchoring our tribe. We're not winning challenges right now. We're not winning immunity challenges. We're not winning anything. It gets you down a little bit. But, you know, just got to pick it up, just use that as extra motivation. You know, I sat back, said a prayer to the good man upstairs and, I'm not going to quit. You know, would I like to be sitting at home right now eating about 3 double cheeseburgers, Absolutely. But I'm not right now. We got to get OT fired up for this challenge. He's got to get fired up. Like the first one. He was a madman. He could have lifted that cannon himself. Every tribe mate has an obligation to the tribe. That you have to check, your mental infirmities. At the door, get rid of those, and just suck it up. And do what you need to do. Really, for Asen, the key is mental stability, and it's something he's going to struggle with his entire time out here. So, I'm just going to do everything I can to help the guy out, to get him back to that awesome, larger than life individual he was when he set foot on this beach. Everyone think we should go look for the treasure in the boat. Yeah, I'd love to find the treasure. If it's got goodies in it, like booze, a big bottle of rum. Chuckles, after winning the first reward challenge, we got the first third of our treasure map. We'll be heading east. That way. It said, if you go when the time is right and the only way time really affects things around here is tide. So, it must mean something you can only get to during low tide. Or see during low tide. So, we took out the boat. We decided to go and look for big landmarks. And we went around for I don't know how long. We were out for. And it was hard because the more we were searching, the more possibilities we were coming up with. I want to find that treasure so bad. What about right here? It just eats me up that there's a treasure out there that could have warm clothes, or junk food, or potato chips, or, I don't know, something in there. What about? Is there something around this way, too? There's probably more sand around this way. We're baffled right now. We've been searching and haven't found the treasure yet, but we'll find it. It's going to take almost all of us to dig in this one part. I know. Our tribe went out half-cocked. I played into that for a while, too, until I started thinking about it. Pirates were not idiots, and people are not idiots, and you don't bury things in the sand that you don't want to be washed back up. You guys just want us to dig up the whole island. Sounds like it's about it. Kind of got a little discouraged. And decided to, take a break and check another time. And hopefully get another piece of the map today. So we can get that next clue. Tree mail. Tree mail, tree mail, tree mail. Ever get that sinking feeling that you just can't stay afloat? Is it the fault of a lazy crew? Or a problem with your boat? Should you bail out of trouble, or steer the other way? Will you get a good night's sleep? Will your possessions go away? If we screw up on this one, they're gonna come and take whatever. Steal something else. Right now, we need this win, I think, more than anything. When we read the tree mail, it was a reward for some sleeping material. So, I'm assuming, like, blankets and pillows and stuff like that. And then, we get to raid the other tribe's camp. I wanted some clothes. Oh, clothes. Yeah, child. A blanket. If I have to be as cold as it was last night. I was freezing. Well, we alternated in thinking about who's going to sit out. If it's physical, I'll sit out this one. If it's not, I won't. We're heading into a reward challenge, so we have to think about who we're going to sit out, because we are getting the advantage over the Morgan tribe, and we will have to sit out 2 people. If it happens to be a swimming challenge, Sandra's not the best swimmer in the world. Sandra wouldn't be a bad one to do today, because the immunity could have swimming. So what makes you a better swimmer than me? I'm not saying that you can swim. I'm just saying we want. The day we jumped off the boat, where were you? When I was already on shore. Still in the damn water. I said, when we jumped off the boat the very first day. I had already landed on shore. He was still out there. Doggy paddling. So, he's weaker than I am. But he gets mad. He doesn't want to seem like he's the weakest one out here, which he is. Okay, like, when we were swimming to shore. I had her glasses in my sock, I couldn't kick my legs, so I swam with just my arms. And how much did you beat me by, using your entire body to swim? And me just using my arms. What day? What day? Day 1. Day 1. Swimming from the boat. You beat me by so bad. How much did you beat me by? Swimming to the boat. What are you talking about? Swimming from the boat, when we jumped off the, clang, boat. And we went to the shore. If you beat me so, clang, bad. And I just used my arms, how bad did you beat me? You know what? I can get loud, too. What the? I can get loud, too. I don't want to, clang, argue with you. That's why I'm, clang, from you. You're the one who wants to fight. I walked away because she could argue all day long. That's because she's foolish. I can have a bigger mouth. Good, have the, clang, last word. That's all you, clang, want. Well, then, be quiet, so that I can finish it. Screw John, cause he's an ass. Everything that comes out of his mouth is just ridiculous. Her days are numbered. We have bigger threats to get rid of first, but she's not one of the final four. So. And I got a mill. That says she won't be the final one. Probst, come on in, guys. Okay, you guys ready? For the challenge? Yes. Probst, for today's reward challenge, you will battle the opposing tribe from separate boats. There will be 2 boats for each tribe. 3 people in each boat. Your goal, sink both of the other tribe's boats. Each boat will have 8 holes. Those holes are plugged with corks. Using your grappling hook, get a hold of that cork and pull it out of the boat, causing the boat to sink. You can also use it to grab the boat and bring it closer to you. You can also use it to push down on that other boat and try and sink it. The bucket can be used for bailing water out of your own boat. You can also use it to put water onto the other boat. Want to know what you're playing for? Yeah. Whoa. Oh. Probst, you got a mattress, you got 4 pillows. And you have 4 blankets. In addition, another piece of the puzzle to finding your buried treasure. For Drake, it'll be your second piece. Morgan, it would your first. And the fun part of reward challenge is the winning tribe gets to loot 1 item from the losing tribe. Drake, because you have 2 extra members, you're sitting 2 people out, keeping in mind you cannot sit out the same people in back-to-back challenges. Who's it going to be? John, Michelle, sitting out. Everybody else, swim out, wait for my go. Here we go, guys. Last boat floating wins reward for their tribe. Survivors ready? Go. Drake making a beeline for Morgan. Sean and Austin battling. Lil throwing some water. Krista throwing some water. Austin almost out, but hangs on. Trish pulls the first cork. From the Morgan tribe, Austin pulls a cork. From Rupert's boat, all boats are taking on water. Dara doing damage to Drake with her bucket, soaking Rupert. Drake taking on a lot of water. Shouting. Austin's boat has moved away from the action. Get over here. Probst, Rupert using brood. Strength against Morgan. Shouting. Austin's boat taking on a lot of water. Austin, you're sinking your own boat. You need to bail. Morgan's boat is down. Austin, Lil, Tijuana, you're out. Morgan down to 1 boat, getting double teamed. You guys need to get out of there. Get out of there. Ryan trying to get some force on Drake's boat. Rupert putting the hammer down on Morgan. Morgan taking on a lot of water. Drake wins their 4th challenge in a row. Wins reward. Cheering. Alright, Drake, your mattress. 4 blankets, 4 pillows, will be delivered to camp. We'll do the looting tomorrow morning. Morgan, expect another visit from Drake. And we're gonna take 1 item. Yeah, we just got. And we're gonna take 1 item. Yeah, we just got. Our ass kicked again. It takes all the fun away. It's just demoralizing. God. How can you not take it personally? How can you Not let it affect you. Well, we just came back from our second reward challenge. We lost miserably. All-time low, the Morgan tribe. They won, they get the bed. They get the pillows and the blankets. And that's something that strikes so near and dear to our hearts, because the only thing we ever complain about is the, sleeping facility. So, why do you think we're getting our ass kicked? I think a couple of their players were stronger than a couple of our players. In every situation? No, not in every situation, but Rupert has killed us. We had as many plugs out as they did. Rupert was stronger. Right now, the problem with the Morgan tribe is we're doubting ourselves. We're doubting whether we can actually win. Austin's on the fence. I don't know. If he has the confidence. He definitely doesn't have the confidence he had in day 3. All you need is something to roll, like, just something to start you off. Like, for instance, like, when a tugboat pulls out those big ships. It just needs something to get it started. I think we're doing fine. So do I. There's a couple of things I think. Like, I want to go fishing in the morning. Do I know anything about fishing? No. But am I going to try it? Yes. What are you smiling? But am I going to try it? Yes. What are you smiling about, sleepyhead? You'd get fired if you were working for me. Where's Lil? Oh, I don't know. She went by herself fishing. This needs to stop, guys. People just going off in different directions. A little bit ago, Lil went fishing by herself. I think we need to be more of a team. And we're still doing the separatist stuff. And I'm tired of it. It's nothing against her. It's just, here we are again, spreading out. I decided last night we need some food. The rice had sand in it. I can't even swallow that without throwing up. So, I told the guys I was gonna go fishing, and they said, well, you need 2 people. Well, they still are in bed. Okay, God, I need some help here. Jaws-like theme playing, gasps. Oh, my God. I just lost the hook. Oh, I'm gone for good now. I think we started with 3 or 4 hooks. We're down to 1. There was a blowfish in the water, which I know you can't eat, and they're the ones that kept taking my bait. And then I lost the hook. How we doing? Great on blowfish. They love me. I gave them breakfast. Nothing else? Nothing. I couldn't even see anything else. And I lost the hook. Seriously. You lost it on the rocks. Or something. No, they just took it. I had the fisherman, not on there. And it was strong. I'm shocked, actually. I'm a deer in headlights because she's a Boy Scout troop master. And she knows many different knots, including the fisherman's knot. The only way you lose a hook like that is 2 ways, either the line breaks, which it didn't, or your knot wasn't secure, which it wasn't. I don't know, man. We got to have a talk with Lil, I guess. She's not accepting of any talks, you know that. Well, hey, she's gonna have to accept something. I'm pissed. She's being a little bit impatient about the whole issue of going fishing. If she waited just that little bit, I would have been able to go with her. But next thing you know, she's gone. And I wasn't too happy about it. If we lose the next go around, it's either me or Dara. So, I was hoping that I could, just shine a little bit here. See, we're going around the island. That's all the rocky stuff. Just need 1 more map. Yeah, he only said there were 3. Anyone want to go for a quick treasure hunt? Last night, it was decided that the treasure hunt was the last thing on our list of things to do. We should do everything else before that. Yeah, but we got everything else done. Hey, you guys. Pillage the village? Hello. Hello. Am I going? To pillage? Yeah, oh, yeah. I was chosen among our tribe here. To go loot the other tribe, as part of our reward. For winning the challenge the other day. Just take what you have to take and then just leave. Don't tell them anything about us. And try to find out all the dirt on them. The last time, Sandra came back and reported that they had one water pot for all their food. And all their water. So, group decision. We're taking their water pot. But if they only have one pot. You guys, how are they going to boil water? I know. How are they going to live? How would you boil water, Burton? And survive without a pot? Because, if they come to us and take ours, we're screwed. But if we have two then, they can take one back and we're not so screwed. Just like we have two tarps now, they take one. Water is a little different than a tarp. You have to have water to live. Really, we're taking away their life. If their pot is the only water cleaning source they have. My God, I feel terrible about taking it. But I have to remind myself, we are pirates. And this is our game. And Drake is the power to be reckoned with. They would do the same to us. If they could, absolutely will. They hate us. Right now, I'm making a we're trying to make a dragnet, maybe to catch some fish. I got to become MacGyver out here. To be able to survive, I guess. Won't they take it? What if we just bunch it back up like a useless net? And stick it in the dinghy? Okay. Not a good morning. One of the, infamous Drake tribe members is coming over to loot our camp to take one of our prized possessions. We don't have a whole lot right now. They can't take our canteens, right? No. No, I don't think they can take all of them. The two boiling pots are in a strategic area. The one thing that I hope we don't lose is the silver pan, because we need it to boil water in. But it's got some really nasty blanket in it right now that's been cooking for a while. So, let them, take the thing hot. I don't care. Burn their hands. Chuckles. Is there a boat coming? Who is it? It's Drake. Looks like the blonde chick. The tall blonde? It's alright. It's alright. How are you? What's your name? Krista. Krista, I'm Tijuana. Nice to meet you. Congratulations again. Come on to our humble abode. This is Krista, guys. Hey, I'm Andrew, by the way. We haven't formally met. Good to meet you after all this time. After all this time. Everything good? Everything's good. Good night's sleep? I bet, with those pillows and blankets. Did everyone fit on? No, nobody could fit all. On the mattress. I use my buff, and I roll it up for my pillow at night. Krista laughing. You guys, I hate to, cut it short. I'm going to take your big old pot behind you. It's hot. Yeah, wash your fingers. That's very hot. Thank God they had another pot. Thank God. I would have felt horrible. I don't even think I could have looked at any of them in the eyes when I left. They don't have any pots? I don't know. It's really cool. In your tribe, pretty much. Or you got some? Yeah, everybody's getting along. So, who's the leader? Do you have a? Did you designate a? Nobody. Everybody just kicks back. It's just the strangest thing. It was just really hard because I was just put so on the spot. I felt so under pressure. Everybody was trying to hammer me with questions. And I was just trying to think of the right thing to say. The first immunity challenge you lose, who do you think's gone in your tribe? I have no idea. Well, that's the funny part, come on. No, I really don't. I really don't. I mean, it doesn't matter if we know because we're not in your tribe. I know. I don't know, you guys. I didn't tell them anything. At least I was trying not to tell them anything. And it was just really hard. It was overwhelming. It was overwhelming. I just wanted to get out of there. I just wanted to get out of there. You guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm sorry. Give me a hug, you guys. It was nice meeting you, you're sweet. Alright, you guys. Bye. Later on, Ryan. Later on, Dara. I asked her if they lose immunity. Who gets voted out? Said she has no idea. She's lying. Just think about it. The girl's trying to be crafty. She ain't as dumb and dorky as she's trying to play off her big bird type personality. She's trying to portray on us is ridiculous. It's a farce, it's a phony. I think, right now, the Morgan tribe, mentally, is probably stronger than the Drake tribe. Because we have experienced so much defeat. They've probably been sleeping better than us. Probably have the same amount of water. They definitely have the same amount of bug bites. But they have this euphoria, the adrenaline that naturally results from winning, and that's huge out here. We haven't had that yet. So I can't wait for Drake to suffer some defeat and see if they just crumble. baby. Oh, baby. This looks like a compass. We got mail, guys. Here's our flag. How cool. That's awesome. Look at that thing. Your flag holds tribe pride. Never let it fall. Select a friend to represent. Choose the one most small. You must also choose your strongest, on their shoulders. Your fate will rest. Pure will. In a game of fortitude, defines this final test. We just got some, tree mail. It indicated we should select our smallest and our strongest. You the strongest? I hope so, yeah. I agree. Yeah. Austin has struggled a little bit, psychologically in the last couple of days. He clearly has the physical strength, but he also has to have the focus and the mental toughness. Not to put any pressure on you, so our entire fate is on your shoulders. Play it, don't say it. Alright. It says to choose your smallest. You're the smallest, right? I guess. We need to win this challenge today bad, because going to tribal council is not fun, and, you know, who wants to vote off a member of your own tribe, you know? And now we have 6 and they have 8. Sounds like a two-man show. We're down 4. 4 challenges we've lost. We go to another tribal council. We're finished. Probst, come on in, guys. I like the tribe flags. Looking good. You'll be bringing those with you to challenges. Okay, first things first. Thank you, Sean. Immunity back up for grabs. We talk a lot about pulling your own weight in this game, Survivor. Today's challenge is going to put that notion to the test literally. Dangling over the water are your 2 smallest tribe mates, Michelle for Drake, Dara for Morgan. The rest of you are going to hold them up, using a rope and pulley system. The 2 tribe mates that you chose as your strongest, Rupert for Drake, Austin for Morgan, are going to be your anchors at the back. And, every 5 minutes, a tribe mate at the front will let go of the rope, which will put more weight on the people in the back until only Rupert and Austin remain. At that point, it becomes a showdown between these final 2 tribe members. For the losers, a trip to tribal council, a lot at stake. Drake, you sat out John and Michelle in the last challenge. Who are you sitting out today? Burton and Trish. Alright, everybody gear up. Wait for my go. Here we go, for immunity. Survivors ready? Unhook. Go. You guys doing alright? First 5 minutes. John, Lil, let go of the ropes. Take a spot back on your mats. And then there were 4. How you doing, Sandra? Couldn't be any better. Probst, you got another 5 minutes in you, right? 6, if I have to. Probst, okay, we've reached. Another 5 minutes. Tijuana, Sandra. Let go of the rope now. You guys need to take as much of this off of these final 2 as you can. Five more minutes have elapsed. Krista, Andrew. Let go of the rope now. Rhino, gonna have to do some work now. Sean having to do some work. Michelle, tell me how you're feeling. So. What's hurting? The legs? I can't even feel my legs. Probst, Dara, how are your legs? Numb. Probst, you want them to let you go? No. Probst, another 5 minutes. Have elapsed. Sean, Rhino, let go now. This is it, down to the big men. Remember, guys, we're going to make this harder as we go along. Michelle does not look comfortable right now. Looking good, baby, looking good. That's it, Dara. Hang in there, Dara. Good job, Dara. Who? Probst, you guys feeling the bugs crawling around you? Coming out of the sand? There's no bugs. Probst, or is the pain overriding that? We sleep in bugs. We love crabs. On our head at night. Probst, let me throw out a Notion, what are the odds that Dara or Michelle will quit? Do you have any idea how much pain they're in? Someone will quit. One of you two. Or one of those two will quit. Alright, guys. You've reached 90 minutes. The rest of the challenge is now going to play out on your feet, so go ahead and transition to your feet. Rope creaks. Down to the nitty gritty now. Austin's struggling to hang on. Rupert is using his midsection. Michelle and Dara are doing their best to keep some circulation in their body. Rupert's showing some signs of struggle. Uh-oh. Be careful. Probst, Michelle dropping a little bit. Rupert trying to find a new spot. Nothing comfortable. Everything hurts. You guys are at 2 hours. Gonna move to the last phase. There will be no leaning against the hitching post with your body. And no wrapping the rope around a hitching post. It's going to be on your feet, back, rope in your hands. It's coming down to pure body strength and will. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it off, off, off. Keep it off your hitching post, Austin. Get it up off there, Austin. Don't quit, guys. Fight. Come on, Austin. You got it. You got it. That away. Come on, Austin. Come on, Austin. Probst, stay strong, you guys. Have been out here a long time. Get it up off that. Don't use it as leverage. Austin, you got to keep your body off it. Gasps. Boom, Austin can't hang. Rupert wins immunity for Drake. Cheering, yeah. Cheering, you are the king. Probst, Drake, third straight time, immunity. Go on back to your camp. Screams, yeah. Probst, Morgan, I wish we had different news. Great effort. Did what you could do. Hung in there a long time, just wasn't enough. Tribal Council once again. Voting somebody else out. You guys can head back to camp. See you at Tribal. Applause, you know, after this. Applause, you know, after this. Immunity challenge, you start thinking to yourselves, what do we have to do to win? This was different than a couple of the others, because there's nothing else we could have done to win. I couldn't believe you lasted that long. I thought it'd be 5 minutes. The weight of the world was on my shoulders for a day, and I didn't come up at the end. I just didn't have the energy left to hold it up. I was spent, my hands were chopped up. And the rope just was slipping through my hands. So it was just a matter of time. Facing Tribal Council. The third time in a row is, disheartening. It's one of us, and I don't want it to be me. Who does more around camp? Laugh softly. Well, of course. Her work ethic, she never quits. Even when she could slack off if she wanted to. Is there anything that Lil does that D can't? That's what I'm saying, like, who can't do a fire? Who can't go get water, day in and day out? Rhino, OT, and myself and T have an alliance. I guess you would call it. So we're not going anywhere. So it's either Dara or Lil. Raw intelligence. Raw intelligence. Her ability to think outside the box. I haven't seen any of that from Dara, tell you the truth. Not that it's not there, but this is a critical vote. We're down to 6, we're gonna be down 1 more. As of tonight. Clearly, Lil's up here. Contributes a hell of a lot more than Dara. From what I can see at camp. In the challenges. Dara's probably stronger. I don't think Lil could have done what Dara did, being suspended in the tripod. The person that is least valuable to the tribe is the one that should go tonight, and whoever that is shouldn't have any problem with it, because they should put the interests of the tribe ahead of their own personal interests. Now, that's a good theory. Chuckles, but how would you feel if you were The one to go tonight? Very, very resentful. Well, we'll have to have a conversation. Well, you know what? I mean, it's a tough issue. Listen, I'm so glad you had the balls just to talk to me. Oh, hell, either way, Lil, you've been an unbelievable asset to this tribe. The least you deserve is the brutal, honest truth. If it's not going your way, I'll tell you. If it's going your way, I'll tell you. I'm just looking at it. That we need to win the next challenge. Right. I think what's been looked at is the strength and weaknesses on both ends. Just curious, if you thought more about it. Or if it was a factor to be concerned about or not or. I mean, yeah, I want to say, too, but I'm not gonna go whine and mope around like she's doing. Dara and I, we walked around the cove. We talked about, basically, what's going on. I let her know that she potentially would be on the cutting block tonight, and she was pretty nonchalant about it. Which kind of concerns me. I don't know what that means. I could very well take it as, does she care, or is she overly confident to know that that's not gonna happen? She didn't have anything to say, actually. Really? Did she say that she's stronger or she didn't say anything? You're kidding. Does Dara think she's not going anywhere? I have no clue. Does Dara deserve, has she earned her spot in our tribe to make it another 3 days? I don't know. Probst, welcome to another. I don't know. Probst, welcome to another. Windy Tribal Council. So, let's get to it. As of now, you're one of the losingest tribes ever, and with many more challenges to go, chances are you may set a record that won't be broken. So, Tijuana, is the Drake tribe simply a better tribe? No, they're not. I think we have a better tribe. We are very focused. It's just us coming together when it comes time for challenge time. And we're not doing that. Probst, Rhino, do you agree with that? Is this tribe really unified and focused? Yeah, I believe we're pretty unified. It's just one of those things right now. You got to get over a hump. You know, you're gonna get a win. It's inevitable. Probst, really? I believe it's so. I mean, at our challenge, Austin was the man. I think we did great. Probst, Austin, are you surprised at where this tribe is at? I feel still we have a lot of fight left in this team. It's not over. We still have a pulse, heart still beating. And everybody goes through a slump. It's just the ability to come out sooner than later. Probst, so, this is the thing I don't get. You guys don't seem worried. You haven't won a challenge. In fact, you've self-destruct at several challenges. And here you come and you're, like, you know what? We'll get it together. It's a slump. Everyone's worried about it. There's nothing worse than going 0-5, and it's demoralizing. But the good news is that we're all strong-willed. And I predict, the next challenge, we're gonna be on the top, on the winning side. Probst, well, you know, 4 more tribal councils. We have no tribe left. So, Tijuana, do you think about we got to do better challenges? Do you think about, I need something to eat? What's the overriding thought that's going through your head out here right now? I think, overall, just working together, understanding what our strengths and weaknesses are, and how are we gonna stay together as a team, no matter what. Probst, Dara, you're living with virtually nothing. What areas are you uncomfortable with? I guess not knowing really how to build a fire, you know. I'm not good at fires. That's Lil's job. But, you know, I put out my 110% at the challenges. Just like yesterday, I thought I was gonna die. But quitting never went through my mind. Probst, so, Lil, you got to feel pretty good about your place in this tribe and what you bring to it. I'd like to think I'm valuable. You know, I was never more proud when, Andrew said that I had good work ethics, which I do. Now, hopefully, they'll look at that and consider that when they're voting. Probst, it is time to vote. Rhino, you're up. Lil, you're a great woman and a hard worker. And you contributed well around camp. Dara, you are like the Mississippi Belle. You're fragile and know very few skills. No hard feelings, honey. This is totally based No hard feelings, honey. This is totally based upon a strategy. We'll see if it works. Probst, I'll go tally the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Lil. Dara. Lil. That's 2 votes Lil, 1 vote Dara. 3 votes Lil. Third person. Voted out of the Morgan tribe. Lil. That's 4 votes, that's enough. You need to bring me your torch. Lil, the tribe has spoken. Try that again. They don't want you to go. Yeah, right. Probst, it's time for you to go. Well, I don't think. Tonight's vote was easy. Don't give up on yourselves. Get your torches, head back to camp. Good night. Stay tuned for scenes. Good night. Stay tuned for scenes. From our next episode. Next time on Survivor. At Drake, winning has a downside. A little more help would be appreciated. It's starting to get annoying because we really want somebody to leave. At some point we should lose. Can you do that? He's a traitor. If this was a pirate culture, he'd already be dead. Probst, and Austin's in trouble. Austin, you're okay? I need help. Probst, hang on. My biggest regret is that I didn't stay in longer to represent my beautiful state of Ohio. It bothers me that our leader said he would get back to me after I stated my case. And he didn't. Because it does seem to be a game of a lot of deceit and a lot of lying, and I'm not real good at that.